Alright. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering what is going on. Why are you here? Why am I doing this? Well, let me tell you. Here's what I've decided. Okay, yeah. Oh, no. Here's what I've decided. I have decided to, obviously take a break from social media. So I'm not going to be posting anything on there for 3 weeks. Yeah, I mean that. I say it, and I mean it. Now, we're sort of at a crux position here. What I have decided is this. For 9 weeks out of the year, 9 weeks, I'm going to be running this Amenten. How does that sound? Meaning that I'm going to be doing an Amenten meetings. Okay? Every other time, I will be in the background. Susan, Linda, and Daniel will be in the forefront, running my Amenten. Okay? So I'll be doing announcements, I'll be doing meetings, because more of my attention is being focused on this. Now, I just want you to be aware of something. This is still not a job to me. Okay? They are the ones who do the work. They've been doing it for the past week, and they've been doing a really good job at doing the work that they need to do. This is not the work that I do. I do not treat this like work. I've said that, ad nauseum. I don't treat this as a job. This is not a job. I am going to try to sprinkle in some Amenten meetings. Okay, so that means that I'm going to be running this Amenten, doing these meetings, as long as it doesn't compromise what's important. Because I am supposed to be taking time off doing this. I know it was sudden, me saying that I would leave. I sent out an email that I would not do this anymore. And I've just decided, well, I'm going to try to make a compromise to that. So from now till May 14th, I will be doing Amenten meetings, and I will be a little bit more available to you, a little bit more in contact with you, in connection with you. We'll see how that goes, and we'll see how that treats us. So I just want you to be aware of that. Now, what is going to be going on for the next couple of weeks. We have Mercury going retrograde. And, my thoughts on this, it's really going to be more stable than other retrogrades. Things, the past several retrogrades of Mercury have been relaxing and chill. If something does go wrong during these couple of weeks, I will not have as much patience as I would when Mercury is direct. If something does go wrong, it will be addressed. No matter if you like it or not, no matter if you want it or not, the matter will be addressed. If matters that if things go wrong during this time period, and certain matters are not addressed, and I just accept and go along with things, I am bowing down and giving in to a really negative narrative about Mercury retrograde. And I don't want to do that. It has been blasted all over social media as this terrible thing, that's super inconvenient. Don't do these things. Yeah, that whole narrative. And I'm not going to accept it when things go wrong during this period of time, because I would be feeding that narrative. And then I would be making it a negative period of time where things go wrong. And there is wisdom in acceptance. But let me tell you, if it only happens during Mercury retrograde, if it is during Mercury retrograde, I don't know. And you can't predict how things are going to happen when Mercury is direct also, because things might be fine. Things might go better, who knows? By accepting problems and not fixing problems, you're bowing down to a narrative. I'm not going to allow that. So, I am not going to be as lenient. I am not going to be as, to sort of go with the flow, it is what it is. I don't know about that during this particular period of time. This is going to sound really harsh. If there are frustrations, if there's a miscommunication, if there's something, and it's a really important matter, if I communicate something and then I do not get what I wanted to receive, I don't know if I can forgive those mistakes. There might be a system of warnings in place. Some people might have to go. Or you may be, punished. Yeah, I mean, who knows? But, the matters will get addressed. Things happen, and we're all human. So that's why I'm going to. I just said something, and now I'm going to change it. The matter will get addressed, though. I'm not going to be as lenient or considerate of mistakes that go wrong. If you do something wrong, if an official does something wrong, if Susan, Linda, or Daniel does something wrong, they will have to clean it up. They did it wrong. There was a miscommunication, a misunderstanding. They have to fix it. Any other time, things are not as big of a deal. But during these 3 weeks, things have to be a certain way. El Tuntos. What does it mean? As perfect as can be. I graduated last year in 2022 under Mercury retrograde. Oh man, that was chaotic. That was very just. My brain was a monkey that was just running wild around that particular period of time. And I was very concerned that my computer would not be delivered on time because of the whole narrative that's been painted around Mercury retrograde. It being so negative. I am sick and tired of all the negativity about this. I really am. I really am, and I want to prevent that. I don't like it. Just to say, oh, things happen during a Mercury retrograde. Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Things happen during a Mercury retrograde, but that doesn't mean that nothing is going to be fixed because of that. It may be unreasonable. It may be impractical. It may be too much. It may not be necessary. It will be fixed and it will be taken care of. Because that's what I believe in. Just want you to realize that. Now, in terms of the issue around patience, because Mercury is going retrograde in Taurus, it's a very patient sign. Very patient. I was not feeling so patient for my computer because I was worried that there would be delay. I was stressed out about it. And lo and behold, I'm looking back on that time, thinking to myself, if I got it at another time, earlier, later, not during that particular period of time, maybe that would be different. Maybe I would view it differently. I mean, I had about half an hour of just purity with that computer. Not even that. And then as soon as I had hand sanitizer, this is going to sound so silly and so petty. I had hand sanitizer on my hands I touched my brand new computer, and I was worried that hand sanitizer got on the computer. And it just started the whole thing. And then I was just ruminating and wallowing in that memory, in that negativity. Now that may have been just the time. That may have been just my experience. That I was, what was going on. And naturally, I wanted it to be perfect. Naturally. I was well aware that I didn't want things to be perfect, but I wanted it to be perfect. Naturally. Naturally. And so, I really got off on the things that were not perfect. You know, I had an idea for that particular time. It didn't pan out the way that I thought that it would. And because of that, I kind of do feel a little insecure and anxious and unsettled when it comes to using my computer. And I felt that from the get-go. Because I wasn't in the mental place that I am now about it. So anyway, I didn't want to get off on that whole narrative. I'm just telling you how things are going to be. I'm going to try to do more of these meetings over this period. Now, what else is going on? Well, not a whole lot going on. I mean, this is why Susan, Linda, and Daniel do what they do, so that they can tell you the information that you need to. I'm not going to stand here and rack my brain to try to think about what to say. I'm just not going to do it, especially if I have work to do right now. So the end of April is going to be a quieter time. The only things that, videos, archived videos, that'll get uploaded, that'll premiere on my channel, over the coming weeks. There's about 7 of them. 7 videos. I'm playing them on my YouTube channel. They're going to premiere during this time. Now, a couple of little tips. Settle down, slow down, have patience. Those are a couple of things. Remember the song that some of you sang during the spring concert, Settle Down. The summer concert that you're going to be having, which is on the 22nd of June, at that time, you are going to be, there's going to be songs that are going to be related to the new moon that we just had. Now, at the time, I felt a certain way about it. Now I feel differently about it. It was inevitable. I mean, if you feel, doubtful, you're wanting to deny something at a particular time, you will face the reality and you will agree with it. I never thought that I would agree with it. I did. I understand it better now. I agree with it. Denial of the truth and of the reality just doesn't work. It just doesn't. So, the songs will be based around the new moon eclipse. Brave is a movie. If you've ever seen the animation, Brave, then it deals with fate, and that's an ideal movie to watch. I'm not going to push it. To watch around this time. Don't push your communication. Don't push it. Just allow, it to be what it is. Don't push it. That's like I say Pam Gregory, and it seems like she's just pushing when she is talking her words. Trying to use force when she's talking. Just let it be what it is. I mean, that's how if that's, how she naturally communicates, then okay. But don't try to push. The thing about Taurus is it's not a sign where you can push. The North Node is going to move into Aries. That's more, pushing because it wants momentum, it wants to drive, it wants to feel like, you're moving energy and you're getting things done. You're using your energy. When the North Node is in Taurus, when Mercury is in Taurus, when Mercury is retrograde in Taurus, don't push. Slow down. Get outside in nature. Slow down. Enjoy the simple things in life. Playing the devil's advocate, it might be a good idea to look over things a little bit more. People who are recovering from OCD, keep working. Keep doing the things that you need to do. So disempowering when I hear astrologers talk about Mercury retrograde and talk about redoing things, repeating things. That's what I'm trying not to do. So keep doing what you need to do for yourself. With some things, it would be a good idea, in general, an opportunity to look at those things again, to slow down and look at those things again. It's not that you have to. It's not that it's going to go to pieces. And, it's not going to be the way that you want it if you do it once and you don't look at it again. It's just an invitation to look at it again. It's just an invitation to look at it again. When you order a meal at a restaurant, be really clear about what you want and make sure that you're on top of ordering what you want, that you're in the moment, that you're with it, that you're on the ball, focused, and you have your order, and you're ordering it. If the waitress comes back and you find that's not what I ordered, you have two choices. You can accept it and then bow down to the whole narrative about it, about how terrible it is, or you can do something about it and say, hey, this is not what I ordered. I want to get what I ordered. That's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. Under Mercury going direct, it depends. I may do it, I may not do it, but there's a better chance that I may do it. Because, I mean, it makes sense. It's what you ordered and you didn't sign up to get something that you didn't order. Under Mercury retrograde, if something does go wrong, just like ordering a meal, let's say I wanted moussaka, but I ended up getting a beef dish. I didn't want it. I didn't want that beef dish. No, send that back. You know, it is about being assertive and really putting your needs first and foremost, and speaking up and saying, no, this is not what I ordered. Here's what I wanted. Now go back and make sure that that is delivered to me. It doesn't have to be in a rude, frustrated way, although one, flaw too many where you don't want to hold in those frustrating emotions. I mean, you want to be real about what you're feeling. You want to be authentic. In general, you can be considerate at a restaurant. This isn't what I ordered. This is what I wanted. Could I please have somebody go and prepare this for me? That's what I'm going to say. If we are at a restaurant or something happens, we're do undos or something, and that would happen, you are going to be probed to see, is this what I really want? Or am I doing this just to make it easier on other people? You are going to be probed if that happens. You're going to be asked, what do you really want? Do you want to just accept it? I don't want to just accept it. But if that's what you want, aside from past conditioning, aside from other people, aside from other circumstances, aside from making it easier, aside from just like so many reasons that do not fit into the box of this is what I want, then you will be asked that question to make sure that you authentically just want what was handed to you. The reason for this, if I come in and say, no, what did you want? Order what you originally wanted to order, then I would be imposing, I would be projecting. And it would be about me then, because I was telling you what you should do and not what you wanted to do. See, I understand that. I understand that because I wouldn't want that. Let's say you're going through a drive-thru. Somebody else orders for you. Yeah, this is a real life example. Not to use names. This is a real life example. I wanted a vanilla custard. Oh, then what did I get? A chocolate custard. Mercury was retrograde. And I was frustrated because it was not what I ordered. And so I said, oh no, I'm not going to eat this. Apparently it was not realistic or not practical or not reasonable to go back and order what I wanted. So I lied to myself then and said, no, I'm not going to eat this. I ended up eating it because, oh, it's still food, it's still ice cream, it's still good. Guess what? That's not what I wanted. The matter was not taken care of. Instead, it was just, it's fine, I can deal with it. No. And so that's why you will be probed, to be tested to see, do you really want this? What is your reasoning behind why you're just accepting what is wrong? You will be probed at a restaurant if that happens. And I mean that. And you might change your mind. You might get what you wanted to order, or you might stick with it. As long as we can bring it right down to what you authentically want. It's most important to me. And it should be most important to all of you as well. So yeah. So, other miscommunications, other things that could go wrong during this time, during Mercury retrograde stuff that goes wrong. You go to a flight. I want to go to this location. Oh, with all the noise and all the fuss, the pilot's, the flight attendant is sitting there and punching things in. And then you find yourself somewhere else. Even if you have spent all that time on that plane, you thought that you'd go over to this location, you go over to that location. Do something about it. Okay, here's what I'm going to say. Do something about it. If something goes wrong, if you don't get what you want and what you intended to get, what you requested to get, what you ordered to order, if you do not get what you